Hello and welcome to another episode of the Grandest Adventure. It is the 15th of March in the great year 2022. Weather's finally
It's
starting to turn nice
actually
outside.
it's actually 2309.
Oh, right. 2309. What was the month again on that? Do you have the month right
What's
next
that?
to
Is it a
you?
great year?
Yeah,
It's a
actually.
year.
So, well, I don't have the exact date, but I know that the last
Alpexa.
time we were in our world was the 6th of Alpexa, 2309 AU.
There it is. And you know what? That is just going to go ahead and lead us right into the Z cap today.
Thank you, thank you. So we're with the last time on the Grandest Adventure. We met a Ottoman wizard by the name of Greyhand. Took particular attention to the fact that he had no hands and used mage hands as replacements. So we'll be talking to him about that. Um, he's the leader of the Ottoman refugee camp, has typically worshipped Lucara Masag, and has informed us of some lore that we were previously not aware of. He spoke about specifically the Order of the Archfey, which is made up of Lutera, Masag, a lot of the Wild, Alphonse the Ingenious, Sigdrasil the Changing, and Set the Conqueror. Um, we had some, well, let's talk about what we were doing with Greyhound. We were traveling in this underground Earth-like ship to the crossing over ritual location. It was performed once every 10 years. This was where the protection of the seal was passed from Amphion to Otterman and back and forth. But the last time it was meant to change hands, the Amphions did not want to give it up, and the two races have been warring ever since. The original location is called the Wreck All. So we're headed there. Um, and we are keeping our eyes peeled for some corruption that may be related to freeing the Archfey. That's about it.
Sweet. All right. So, do we have any other input, any other questions before we get this ground a moving?
Not really, except for you say that we pretty much made that guy a little upset at us by questioning his motives. So he's not the happiest guy with us.
No, he's not the
But it
happiest guy
seems
with us
like
right now.
he still wants to help because he praises Lutera and Masag.
Yeah, and I mean, what are we but extensions of their arms? Well, at least Merrick, right?
Yeah.
Merrick's a little extension. You guys are more like weapons that the arm is holding,
That's
whereas
fair.
Merrick is the hand itself.
Ooh, well said.
All right. So, also, if you guys do recall, uh, Ingram said you guys he was going to lead the colony to about a half a day's travel away from the Recall, and he's going to be sending his sons with you so they can perform the ritual needed on in order to go. Is there anything you guys wanted to do before then? Otherwise, we can just go ahead and fast forward to that.
No, let's get right into it.
I agree.
Okay. Did I tell you these guys' names?
You did not inform us of the names of the sons.
Uh, can I actually do something like before a long rest or something? I feel like it's going to take a
We
day
have
or two to get there, right?
Yeah, you have time. What did you do in the time?
Okay. Uh, I want to scry.
Scry. Okay.
have so in Stone Daddy's Forest or somewhere around there, I acquired a raven feather,
You did.
and I want to see if I can scry the Raven Queen.
Oh, fuck yeah. This is fucking great. Can you put me down the scrying spell again so I can give you some accurate details?
Yeah.
And during that time, can I also say that the scorching ray that was on my ring, I had
Oh yeah,
why is his name blanking out for me? Palin Boy change out my scorching ray level 2 that was on the ring for Misty Step.
okay, Tavi.
Tiberius?
So Garrett, do you have 1,000 gold pieces?
So I have a gem that I used last time. Since the spell doesn't consume the thing, you just need to have one.
Oh, lovely. You are absolutely right. What was the crystal again? Can you describe it for me?
It was a it's an elemental gem, so it's an emerald. So it's shiny and green.
It's like a big. Is it like a cut or is it like kind of raw?
No, I'd say it's cut and faceted, and like there's
Are you talking about the
it's kind of like it's kind of like ovular shape, but it's longer than it is tall, and then there's like one face that's
It's like a rupee, right?
kind of flat. Yeah,
Hell
yeah, that's what I'm trying to describe. Like a green rupee.
Like a big green rupee, yeah. Yeah, it's like the size of your hand,
then-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Fucking
so
awesome.
it's kind of like a basically a smartphone screen, but fancy. So it's a for iPhone instead of an iPhone.
Oh my god, with your iPhone. Ugh. All right, perfect. Do you have inspiration marked? Because I'm gonna give that to you because that made me
Well,
groan.
Rupee's value has gone down a lot recently, so this is still 1,000 gold.
You know what's great about physical objects in gold? It stays the same, baby. You're right. This rupee is worth a lot more rupees, if that makes sense.
It does.
I will mark inspiration down. Yes.
All right, cool. Okay, so what has to be rolled here? Target must make a wisdom. Blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. Cool.
I don't know if my like memories that Lutera shared with me count as firsthand knowledge of her or not, but that's kind of what I was going on.
Well, I mean,
But it's not. It's not true.
I was gonna give you the body part, lock of hair, bit of nail, blah blah blah, because you have the feather.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were going to give me that.
Oh,
Sorry.
you're 100% getting that, man. That's why I fucking gave it to you. Okay, so
Oh, cool.
yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll give it to you firsthand because through your the connection through your deity. All right, what's the same plane of existence as you? And it's your DC, right?
Yeah,
Which
the
is
17.
it's a 17. Okay, noted. All right. So where are you doing this?
Where am I doing this?
Like a secluded corner, like a somewhere, or that you're like enclosed, like.
I want to crawl up into one of the little waterfall tunnels so that like
Oh,
can't immediately see me. Like I'm just on the inside of it,
there's definitely
like next to these little flowers and stuff over on this bottom right one.
yeah, there's like definitely like a nook in there. Like the fact if you're sitting down or if you're a little further into it, nobody can go up and see you. But like if you like stood up and like peeked, you could see down far. But no one will be able to actually see you without climbing up in there, pretty much. And you've been scoping it out and realize there's not really a lot of traffic there. So you go up there. You are, you know, setting your shit out. Um, 10-minute casting time. All right. So on the Scryphone, you see first. You just see your reflection as you're just kind of like staring into it, and then it slowly morphs. And the first thing you can see is it's weird because it looks like you're staring out into a night sky. But then you realize what you're looking at is the reflection of the night sky in this dark black obsidian, just big shell. And that's what you're looking at.
What setting is the shell in?
It is a rise. It's like in the ground. About you'd say probably about, you size it up because you can move this sensor around, right? Yeah. So you're like moving it around. You like guesstimate it probably 3/4 of it is above the ground, where maybe a quarter of it's sunk into the ground. It's tough to kind of tell how large things are because you don't really know how large you are. But you are in a forest. You can see the ground around the shell. It looks scorched. There's no plant growth on it. There's no plant growth within a wide berth of this shell. The trees grow tall here, but not around this particular spot.
So it's in like a clearing,
Yes.
almost.
Yes. You look up and you see that the trees have grown over the clearing a bit, but nothing is actually growing out of the ground around this.
And you said the ground was scorched, so it's not grassy, it's like rock.
Yep,
Or
rock and
dirt.
rock and dirt.
Like
Does
like
it
brimstone.
look like an explosion from the, or like an impact crater or something?
an explosion would be more. You would probably. It looks more like an explosion happened here, and then like this shell exploded, or an explosion caused the shell to form. It does not look like an impact crater because it doesn't like penetrate
All right.
down.
I want to look up at the sky. And I'm going to take a mental note of like the position of the stars in a way that I could
What's
recreate
funny?
it with a minor illusion, hopefully.
There are stars here. The sky isn't completely overcast and clouded. But you also realize they are not any stars you've ever seen or recognize. You are able to get yourself.
I didn't think I would.
Yeah, you are able to get yourself a mental note. But yeah, sky. There is a sky here. You can see it. Stars are different.
Yeah. I just want to be able to show it to somebody else and be like, "Hey, dude, are you good with navigation here?" Because obviously we have to be on a star-based navigation still.
Hey, that's how everyone does it, and except if you have magic.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a lot of people do, unless you sacrifice.
Sacrificial.
Right? We haven't run into a lot of magic.
Nah.
And the
Magic's
whole
scary.
place is magic, but that's not like people controlling magic.
Yeah, exact. The environment is magic. It's a force of nature. Few can control it without sacrifice. Yeah, Zeke, that looks good. I'm pretty sure that's how it's spelled, right?
Or
No, it's an IM, not AM. IM.
oh,
It's okay.
oh, that does look better. That's Anger and Greyhand.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's what I get in 10 minutes.
Oh, definitely. Like you spent like the last 5 maybe like observing, or the last 3 or whatever was like just staring at the sky trying to memorize it.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, I'm trying to find this bit.
All right, and then you're back. The floor is yours now.
What's the rest of the party doing? I guess we have, this is still within travel time, right?
Yeah,
So
it's so much time. So like you could do what you want. Like I'm basically giving you guys the floor to RP a little bit and do some shit you want before we get there.
So Merrick doesn't sleep, so I think he would wait until like the otters are asleep, and then wake Torque and Philo, go to the spot, and then RP from there. Unless you want RP waking up.
Were they with you when you scried?
I don't know. I wouldn't think so. Because I didn't know if it was going to work or not.
True. So you just like are gathering them up and telling them now.
Yeah, so I would think like that night.
Yeah, we'll just get you guys at the meeting spot.
Okay, so you're grouping us up and telling us what just happened, basically, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So while we've had some downtime, guys, I've did a little scrying, I guess, and I kind of found the Raven Queen. So that's like a thing that we could do too after this anger or whatever.
Well, where is she?
Right here. and then he shows Torek the map of the stars with minor illusion.
Okay. Can I, Craig, do I recognize these?
No, they're not. No, you do not recognize them. I will tell you the players. They're not from your guys' planet.
So, but I'm familiar enough to know that they're not of this world.
You
not
do,
this,
you guys 100% know they are not. You do not recognize those. They are not any
Very
known
good.
constellation. I'll give you that.
Well,
There's like different color
That-
stars than exist in the world. You know, there's like
that
a
doesn't
green star.
appear like our part of town.
Well, we're not exactly in Kansas anymore.
Well,
Where's
we-
Kansas? I don't think I've been there.
what we ought to do is we ought to share this map with Tavi and see if Tavi recognizes.
Obviously, be here. He's part of the party.
Yeah, I'm here. Wait, why are you talking like I'm not in the room? Man.
I mean, well then
Why
speak.
do you
then speak
do
up.
that?
Would you go take a? Did you go take a leak or something? You
Yeah.
disappear all the time.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. All right. The fucking
Well, I
the
mean,
food here really goes
then-
through me.
Then tell us. Do you recognize? I mean, are they stars from around here?
I mean, the few
They definitely
times
aren't
that
stars
I
from
have
home.
flown above the clouds, yeah, those look like stars from here. I mean, they're fucking crazy. They're all different colors and shit.
You
But
got
they-
an astronomy book or something that we can read, maybe.
Oh yeah,
Star
let
chart.
me go grab it from the library real quick.
I don't know what you took with you. You're a book guy. You were.
I was. You're right. I was a book guy. All of my precious stored saved books are in my castle because my keep because I am terrified of them getting lost. And you know, I'll be honest, I didn't know how successful this endeavor was going to be, and I'm glad I didn't bring them because this is completely wet everywhere, and it probably would have destroyed most of them. But there's probably a star chart or two in there. So on the return trip, we'll pick them up, check them out.
Now that sounds like a plan.
Well, what if your keep is like leveled when we get back?
Well, that'll be
Okay, back
unfortunate
again.
then. I think we'll deal with that when we get to it. And maybe we can
Well,
ask
I think
somebody
we
else.
should just operate under the. I think we should just operate under the assumption that it's going to be gone.
Well, you
Like
know,
it's gonna get
I'm
attacked
sorry
again.
that I don't have, a bottomless pit that I can throw everything I own into. Just sling it on my hip.
Why don't you put it in Torek's bottomless pit that he keeps on his hip?
Torque has a bottomless pit on his hip?
Well, not quite, but it is a bag of
On your
holding.
hip pit.
Oh my god. I would have thrown all of my books in there if I had known. There's no water in there, right?
No, nothing like that.
Yeah, well, that would have been great to know, like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago.
Well, at least now we know, huh?
Yeah.
And if we can ever end up taking the time for me to make another one or find another one, we can always have a very interesting like exit strategy.
Why? What's that? What do you mean?
Isn't that where if you combine two bags of holding, you end up?
Is Zeke talking to me or is Torque talking
No,
to me?
it's a,
Zeke is, I thought, right?
Oh
Bag
yeah,
of
sure.
holding.
There's all sorts of cool stuff that happens when you put one bag of holding inside another bag of holding.
Doesn't create like a portal to the
The astral plane
The astral
or the
plane.
ethereal plane? One of the two.
Astral plane. I think.
Astral. Well, astral's the afterlife, right? It might
I was
be
just-
Yeah.
While we're talking out
Astral
character,
plane.
should I
Explodes
forget
and you
that
all
you-
die.
Here we go.
That's in the astral plane.
It is astral plane. I'm just saying it could be interesting.
while we're out of character, should I ignore the fact that you used the word planet, Greg?
Oh yeah, I used it in like, you know, what did I use the word?
Planet.
What's in? Yeah, when did I use the word
It's a
planet?
planet.
You did it when you were saying the star. You said something about the stars not being from this planet.
Oh yeah, I said it meant plane, world,
Okay. All right.
world.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I was like, planet. Wait a second.
Got him.
Those are from Earth.
Man, you're blowing
Looks
my
down.
mind.
uh, the Raven Queen was inside me this whole time.
It's on
Between the friends we made along the way.
All right.
There is something that I've been doing with my time. I have been,
Wait, so we done talking about this?
yeah, I think so, right? The astral plane?
No, the whole Merrick was telling you guys about scrying the Raven Queen.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think we should definitely track her down, probably after we check out this place that we just arrived to, right?
Well, I forgot to mention that she seems like she's encased in some kind of crystal or something. I guess that's why she's been MIA for so long.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, we probably should find her ASAP, huh?
And when we send the otters to take out the anchor, we go find the Raven Queen.
Well,
Did we happen to know did the Raven Queen? I can't remember. Did we know the Raven Queen by another name at any point?
You guys do not know.
we do not. We have a working theory, however. About her identity.
Mm-hmm. But that's nothing. It's nothing we know at this point.
It's nothing we know. Yeah. My at least my theory is that that is Cortana. The Raven Queen is Cortana.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to hold water.
So that begs a good question and an important point, Merrick. I think that you're right. I'm wondering, maybe Angram knows somebody or has some literature on the local sky maps, and that may be able to give us a direction to go in.
You know the guy lives underground, right?
Well, he does come to the surface, right?
And I don't.
And he didn't
I don't
always live underground.
I don't know if you guys heard me properly when you asked me about the stars. Let me tell you again. The few times I've been above the clouds, I've seen stars.
So if you saw it again, you don't think you'd be able to do any sort of tracking based on that?
I'm saying the only time I've ever seen stars is when I've flown above the clouds, because it's always cloudy here.
So how would we even start to track?
That's why I don't. You're telling me about this some place with the open sky. That, I mean, where the hell is that? It's either got to be like really, really, really high up, or someplace that isn't just perpetually under this cloud of fog, or this cloud, this cloud cover.
Yeah, but wouldn't that make it easy to find? Because we just have to look for the one spot where there's no clouds.
I mean, I've patrolled pretty much. I gave you a map of where I patrolled. Here, I'm going to bring you guys back there. Remember, this is basically where he said he has been, where he knows roughly. And this whole area is just clouds. The sky isn't something that's seen. It's pretty much mostly just dark here all the time. The little bit of light that does make it through the clouds is how you can tell when it's day and night. But yeah.
So we just spent a good amount of time traveling here, and we're this close to the anchor. It doesn't seem like we have enough information to just stop in the middle of where we are
I
and
definitely think
change paths.
it's a great find, and we should write it down and definitely put it on the to-do list. Maybe like number 2 on the to-do list,
If the information we got is from Angram holds any kind of footing, we're gonna be going to all the different places in this land anyway. But we're already here.
And who's to say, really, like, that you said she's, like, locked in some crystal? What are you gonna do? Just walk up, just punch it open?
I mean, not in that exact manner, but that's sort of what I did last time at someone.
Masak, what? Yeah,
You make a good
we
point.
did
Locked
see
in
it.
that crystal.
Fucking facts. Asked and answered.
So
But it's obvious it's down.
I'm pretty good. That aspect of it, I think I have down. The other points you made were very solid. I'll give you that 1 point. I think I have down.
Fair. Listen, I've seen a person get sucked into a crystal before, so like, listen, they're kind of spooky.
Wait, who?
I think what was his name? Frederick, I think. I don't know.
No, that's Torik's little guy.
Yeah,
That's Frederick.
it was
Wait
a
a minute.
it was a
You know
while ago.
Frederick?
I know a Frederick. Yes. Well, I knew
So
a
this
Frederick.
is like a common thing here? Do these crystals
No,
just sprout out of nowhere? Where'd you see this?
Okay. So you remember that guy that killed that his flying mountain bought Jack from us?
Yes.
He did it. He had a fucking little crystal in his head. Just dude, one of his fucking, I think he gets off to it. Like one of his fucking slaves was like, I don't know, looked at him weird or something, or didn't bow fast enough or deep enough, and he was just like, "Ah!" and zoomed him into the crystal. Only his shoes were left, man. It was
In the
weird.
crystal. Wait. Was it a small crystal or a big crystal?
It was big, and then he shrunk it back down and put it in his pocket. He like took it out of his pocket, it got huge, sucked him in, shrunk back down, put it in his pocket.
Ooh, that's messed up.
Yeah, I haven't heard of anything like that.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's not a common thing, you know. He only did it once. I think he I've never seen him kill someone the same way twice. He always comes whenever he buys a new slave. He kills one right there in front of me before he buys a new one. It's like some sort of sick power game or something. Once watched him turn a pig person just into bacon before my eyes. It smelled so good, but I knew him, man.
Oh, that's messed up.
Could we take that guy out? We think he might be responsible then, or have.
listen, I would have taken him out a while ago, but like he
I'm
could,
kind of like an asshole. I think we should just kill him.
he's an asshole. He could fly though, and I cannot fly, and I also have no real way of getting somebody down from flying reliably. So I saw
I
I
thought
saw
he
someone
lands
try.
next to you all the time.
Yeah, funny enough, you know how I got the position I have? Well,
What if we lure him into a cave?
my boss tried to off him. And
Also, with how this world is, I don't know how much we can really look down on this guy. I mean, you've been here for how long, and you're a slave trader?
yeah, but this is like he reports directly to, the big guy.
Oh, so we should definitely torture him for information.
Listen, like I said, I couldn't get him on my own. I saw my boss. This is what happened to my boss. He went to go. He landed next to him. He got one hit off on him. It was a good hit, but like, it knocked him down. But then he just like flew up, like at 30 feet in the air, just hit it with two laser beams from his eyes, and boom, he was dead, gone, turned to ash.
What if we lure him into a cave?
Oh yeah, with the four of us, sure, we could probably, maybe, definitely get him.
Okay, I don't know if this guy is the goal right now. Maybe we should focus on.
I mean, we're just shooting the shit, right? We're just.
Yeah, we're just ready to.
True.
Eventually,
I hope I get the. I hope I get the chance to kill him
some
eventually.
idea of what we're gonna
100%.
do.
If I get the chance, I'm 100% going to kill that person.
Remember, at least I remember all
Right,
these guys'
so wouldn't
names.
you rather
Okay,
figure out the flying thing now than later?
it could. Listen, yeah,
I'm,
here's
I'm
the thing.
not worried about it. You said 30 feet. I'm not worried about it.
Why? Oh, it's true. I've seen you jump 25 feet, and then you could easily grab his leg.
Yeah, I'll take him down. I can throw
What if he just
really far.
takes you up 60 feet?
I can throw 60 feet pretty easily. I have pretty good aim.
Yeah, I've seen you. Yeah, you do have pretty good aim.
You know, I bet you with this thing, I kind of flashed my belt, that I probably got better aim than you now. Philo, what do you think?
You want to test this again?
Yeah, I think we have a throwing contest. I mean, I already beat you last time, but I think we have a throwing contest. I don't know. We'll just keep an eye out for the opportunity to have a throwing contest. That's all I'm saying.
Fair. All right.
I'm writing this down. Give them stuff
Wait,
to throw.
I
We actually have the same exact strength, I think, right?
We do. Yeah, it's literally thanks to you. But
What are you saying, Mark?
I can move things from point A to point B efficiently too. I can participate in this.
yeah, see, Philo, it's going to be a team building event.
I'm just saying, I really don't think this guy's gonna be a big problem. We don't have to worry about it. We have a giant we have an anchor we've got to go to. Did you see the guy that we have to, why are we worried about this other guy?
So Philo is worried he can't throw as far as we can, Tori. That's what I heard.
Torek sort of like, rubs his elbow into Merrick and it's like, yeah, for sure, absolutely. You got to figure it out. See, we'll sort it. We'll get it sorted. We'll keep our eyes out.
I think you guys need training. It's going to be embarrassing. With that guy with the golden armor, it's going to be embarrassing for you guys when I just take him down single-handedly.
That right there is a winning attitude, Philo, and I love it. I love it. That's going to be a good day real soon. And then we'll get back home where things are normal. Be back in Feral Dune before you know it.
I want to. Yeah. Yeah.
Looking forward to that day.
So, are we done?
I've been.
Are we going? What have you been doing?
I've been making some stuff. I take out 3 sort of like small sticks, sort of like baton, like sized, I guess,
Okay.
and toss them to those 4. I can make up to 4. That's my intelligence modifier.
Okay.
And these are the objects that spread a bright light in a 5-foot radius, and dim light for an additional 5 feet. Just say, might come in handy for wherever we're headed next.
There's like glow sticks.
Yeah, essentially.
So do they always glow?
We're gonna Lara Croft Tomb Raider this stuff. And yes.
Okay, cool.
I don't know how long it takes for me to do
handing us glowing. You're just handing us glowing sticks. I don't want.
I really don't want this glowing stick.
I mean, if I could turn it on and off,
Can
so
I-
I could just leave it off, that would be great.
Hey. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, okay?
I'm not.
Fine.
You're just telling me it's a gift horse and it's a gift mule.
I will keep these, light bright sticks, and, you'll be grateful later that I have them. You'll never know when you need them.
Yeah, when the enemy targets you because they can see you and not me because I don't have a glowing
Hey,
necklace of lights.
listen, okay, not all of us can make light spontaneously. Thank you very much, Toric. I appreciate the night light. I'm gonna stick
Night
it.
bright light.
I'm gonna stick it next to where I put my head at night, so I always have a light at night.
That's
Bright.
that's very nice, Taviteris. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I can only make light when I destroy things, so it's nice to have a light without destruction.
So shall we go see Angram and get this thing started?
Oh, it's been going. It's just, are you guys want to be there?
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to talk to Angram about something specifically, but he's not really in the
No. Yeah. I
friendly
guess I'm ready
talking
for
mood.
The pinwheel.
All right. So, you guys, it actually wakes you up. The slow, like the movement coming to a stop, because you can't really feel, once you're up to a certain velocity, you can't feel that you're moving, but you feel that everything is starting to slow down. And it does eventually come to a stop over the course of maybe 10 or 15 minutes. So you get the sense that you were probably traveling pretty quick around. Yeah, you guys are ready to go. The Otter twins have all suited up, got themselves backpack each. They're wearing the same sort of garb they were when you first encountered them. With the hood up, the dark colors, like dark blues, dark greens. Is there anything you guys want to say or want to do before we hit the road, or are we just hitting the road?
Let's hit the road, Jack.
Yeah, I'm ready to hit the road.
Fuck yeah. Who wants to roll? Who wants to? What are you guys doing for your first watch?
Wait, so what do you mean?
Well,
So
you're half
are
day's
we
travel
still
away.
Are we still in the traveling ball?
No, it stopped. You're out. You have half day's travel to get to the recall.
So
Half
we
the travel.
still had 16 pounds of food and 10 gallons of water, right?
You have, yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I want to introduce myself to Angram's boys, and I want to know what their names are. Can you just tell me what their names are?
Can I?
Take out my drink because I just know how much you wanted to know.
Just name them all real quick. What do you got?
Me.
Our I'm ready to type. I'm ready to scribe. Or you can just type them out. I'll copy paste them.
What, the Otter Twins isn't good enough for you?
No, just kidding. Well, I mean, they're traveling with us. We're gonna go do this. I was kind of,
No, you know what? We're gonna RP this out.
Yeah, I guess
As you guys are leaving the
during the
tunnels
first
and everything.
watch. Yeah.
Not even during the first watch, like before you guys are like, I imagine like you guys just get out of the fucking you're like in this room. Here you go. I'll move you to what room you guys are in.
When we meet up with them to head out is where I want to be. Like, we got our pack together and we just met up and we're meeting as a group for the first time.
Okay, so you guys are meeting
That's
like down here then for the first time. Essentially it in this area. It's the 6 of us.
Right, so we did start off on the best foot, but
Do you guys bring like paper and water for yourselves? Because we
that's
kind of have been planning on 4 this whole time. That's kind of where our rations are allocated for.
Yeah, we're
I
good.
just want to make sure you guys got yourselves covered.
Yep, we're good. Thank you.
sorry about. If you guys need something,
The only thing we need is to get this
I
job
don't really
done.
have any to spare.
obviously we didn't meet on the right foot, but now we're gonna be working.
Say,
Hello, I haven't
boys.
introduced myself. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you. I mean, you've been here for like a few days now. We know who you are.
I know, but we haven't properly introduced. I don't even know your name.
Well, yeah, because you like
We're gonna be
I mean-
traveling together now.
we met on the battlefield. What
I know,
better
that's why I
way
said we didn't start
to
on a
introduce each
good
other?
feet.
You really truly know someone's true name when you draw blood from them, don't you think?
Does that
Say
mean your
we're-
name is Lester? Because I'm getting a
Should I
real
just-
Lester kind of vibe.
Do you want me to name you guys? Should I name you? Because we might need to call out to each other, so I can name you one and you.
The one that hasn't been talking.
Which one
says,
of you wants to
I
be
don't.
two?
The one that hasn't been talking says, "I don't care what you call us."
Okay, so you're 2. You're 1.
Cool. And you're 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Fair enough.
Do you not know the number 3 down here? Does that not exist? You have to
As
explain
you
3.
say that, he flips you the bird and says, "This is number 3." Then they start walking off.
I
I want to use
Alright, well, let's go.
prestidigitation to make a fart cloud in his face. That
Oh,
smells really
no.
dog.
Oh yeah, let's.
Also, guys, there's no hard feelings that we beat you.
That
Like,
emanates from his middle finger somehow.
You hear the brother say, "Hey, your stink claw's coming out again, man. You got to put that away." Quick shoves his fucking hand in his pocket real quick.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Let's head out.
All right, you guys are traveling together. So Zeke, I hope that
That's
helped
it.
you out.
they're
Yeah,
1
it
and
is.
2.
1 and 2.
1 and 2, got it.
Yeah,
That's Lester.
lefter and righter.
Yes, lefter and righter.
Or is one of them Wendy?
Lefter and righter.
Wendy's nuts. Yeah, fuck it. That's her name, man. He said he doesn't care what you call him, so. All right, so
If I call them 1 and 2 though, then I get zero attachment to like if they die.
exactly, and that's what you're looking for, right?
We send them
That's
in
it.
first.
We send them in first.
Duh. They're like the now. See,
They chose this, not me.
now does it work this way? Are they the
They made
NPCs
themselves
that can't
disposable.
die during the escort mission, or are they the ones that the escort mission fails if they die?
They're like Lydia in Skyrim, where she can just go through all sorts of shit and not die.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's like an optional mission where, like, if you manage to keep them alive, then you get to kill them at the end. But if they die, then it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, probably.
True.
So what is everybody doing during the watch?
I'm gonna be noticing threats.
All right. What was your passive perception again, ma'am?
Hold on, it's like a zillion. It's 15.
15.
Yep.
Okay. What are you guys doing? Are you looking up the PDF right now so you can remember what things are?
Yeah, I'm gonna search. And I'm going to specifically search for things like this is still the swamp area, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to be searching for things that look like they may have not been dropped too long ago. If that's something that can be done. Because, I mean, something dropped in a swamp, it probably blends in or sinks in pretty quick. So I'm looking for things that might be, have been lost freshly.
What is your purpose behind this? What are you trying to do?
See if there's anyone close in front of us. I mean, we're headed to what I expect to be a pretty populated area.
I just let you know. What is your passive? Or what would you do? What's your passive perception? Because if it's not higher than Zeke's
14.
Yeah, then because Zeke or Torque is already noticing threats.
No, I'm noticing. I'm searching. Does
So
notice
search
threats
says-
involve items on the ground too?
Search is for specific objects.
Oh.
So what? Yeah, what are you looking for specifically? I could tell you. If you're just looking for things in general, that's not search.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, I'm just gonna also notice threats. I don't know what to do. We have plenty of food, plenty of water.
It's the thing that doesn't help to notice threats because it's based on passive perception. So if Zeke doesn't catch it, you wouldn't catch it. And thank you.
Track? I don't. This is just a weird point where I don't know what to pick.
I mean, you can all just stick together and just fucking. I mean, you don't. I guess you don't have to.
like we're like half a
Well,
day
I wanna-
away. Like, what do I need more?
Yeah, it's gonna be two. It's gonna be 2 watches. You're gonna get there on the second one.
Honestly, dude, draw maps so that we can just record where we are.
Also, navigate is a thing you guys aren't doing. Or well, I guess what's his face? They're
I wanna-
navigating.
I want to draw the map, but
Perfect.
I don't. I gotta find what it's specifically what map is.
Yeah, it's notice threats,
I wanna,
search, navigate,
Sure, I'll,
forge, track, or
I'll
map.
navigate. Two are with know this way better than we do, but I'll navigate.
That's kind of funny.
Okay, who wants to roll on the travel table?
I mean, I'll do that shit. What do I gotta roll?
D20.
Oof, not great.
Not great. Okay. Can you roll a D100 for me, Zeke?
Oh.
2?
Solid 2, though.
Yeah, dog. What do you got there?
You're gonna freaking Clint us, dude.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, what?
You can't just say cool.
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 I don't like this.
All right. Nothing of note happens this watch.
Oh, I hate that.
Same.
So nervous.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't be worried. Okay. Not here. It's your travel's uneventful. These guys are leading you. You definitely do notice. By the way, Philo, there has been activity in this area recently, and the longer you guys are traveling, the denser it gets, or the more frequent it's getting. At one point, the twins stop at this kind of weird tree that's jutting up out of the ground. It seems to be like a local landmark because they headed right towards it. One of them goes ahead and climbs up it, and you just hear him gasp. And he says that this problem is a lot worse than we thought. They've been multiplying.
Who's been multiplying?
He hops down, and his brother says, "The Amphians."
They're here?
Yeah, did you expect it to be empty?
Oh, I mean, no, but I didn't expect to have trouble this quickly either.
Merrick switches to being an Amphian.
Yeah, that's an important question. Or how close are we? When he climbed the tree and is looking, is he looking at the site?
Yeah, if you can actually see off in the distance. If one of you guys want to climb the tree and check it out, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, can I scurry up the tree?
Yeah, sure.
Is there another tree?
No.
Just one tree?
It is like a very specific. It's like a very old, very very old. Like it's one of the few large climbable trees you guys have seen. Like there's not a lot of vegetation.
I can't try to climb another tree faster than Philo.
There is no other tree. You could try and climb this tree faster than Philo.
You can climb the same tree.
It is large enough, and you are probably small enough.
So I eye it up, and then I'm like, no, we'll let her have this one. We'll let her have this one.
You guys do notice there are a few, good sticks that have fallen off of it. About, 3 or 4 feet in length, relatively straight. A few are littered on the ground.
Interesting.
Like a normally straight.
I mean, here's the thing with sticks, man. I mean, a stick is only as straight as the next straighter stick you find and hold up next to it. And then you're like, man, that first stick I had really wasn't that straight, though I thought it was pretty straight. Like, this is a straight stick, And
here's the thing about sticks, man.
Listen, I grew up around a lot of sticks, okay? You'd be surprised how straight a stick can get.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't grow up in an area like that.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right? Exactly. You guys all know what I'm talking about. Like, think you got a straight
like
stick.
The perfect stick, though.
Yeah, and then you find like a straighter one. You're like, fuck, is this a manufactured stick? Did somebody grow this stick straight? I wouldn't say they're that. I wouldn't say they're that straight. They're
Okay,
not
that's
like
good enough.
like we were going to use these for arrows. I mean, maybe javelins. Who knows?
That one you keep as a poker?
They're great poking sticks.
It's not that one.
They're great
Okay,
poking
okay.
sticks.
There, okay.
Yeah, maybe a little heavy for a poking stick, but it'd probably feel good to throw.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
Do I have to lay it on any
All right.
thicker?
No. So I'm at the top. Do I get to the top of this tray?
Yeah, you do. And you see off in the distance. At first, you see. For once, it's where the rivers seem to the kind of shitty rivers seem to converge. There's sort of like a small. I wouldn't say forest, but more of grouping of trees that actually are actually staying kind of staying together. And it looks like it's still a few hour travel, a few hour travels off in the distance. But what's weird at first is there's it looks like there's ants around the outside. And then you focus a little harder and you realize, oh, that's all amphions. Because it's really far away and there's 4 or 5 tents there. You look to you guess there's probably, I don't know, 80 or so of them around the outside.
Okay.
But it's still a few hours off.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go down until there's quite a few there. I think we're a bit outnumbered.
Well, we don't have to fight them. We just have to perform the ceremony. You guys do know subtlety, yes?
Can't say I ever met him.
What?
What does this ceremony involve? Aren't they gonna be around the anchor? How are you gonna
That's a good
perform a
question.
ceremony in front of the anchor when they're surrounding it?
I guess maybe we should fill you in a little bit about what we're gonna do here, as opposed to keeping you completely in the dark.
Have you seen that? Yeah, that might be a good idea.
It was fun to keep them in the dark, though. So, this is what is going to go on. This is just the entrance. The monastery inside is where we will have to perform the actual ceremony. There's 3 chambers inside. We have to perform a ceremony at each one. I have a feeling the first one is going to go off relatively easily. But the second one, deeper in, well, they are going to know we're there. So you're going to have to hold them off. That's where you guys come in. You're going to hold them off while we do the ceremony. We just had to perform one ceremony in each chamber, and then we leave. Easy peasy. Then the seal is strengthened again, and the evil spirit will not be released. Hopefully we're not too late.
Okay, as long as you guys understand, as a group, we took a vow. We don't take lives.
Oh, that's exactly what we need you for. We need you to make sure our lives aren't taken by the amphions.
No, we can't kill anything.
I'm not telling you to kill them. I'm just telling you to make sure they don't kill us. I don't care how you do that.
Fair enough. I was making that up anyway.
'Cause I'm pretty sure you were trying to kill us. But that's water
No,
over
that
the
was
rock.
we would have never killed you.
Right. Just sold us off as slaves or something. Glances over at Tavi.
Dimensional torture.
Maybe, I don't know if you're lucky.
Oh.
If you're lucky, you'd go come work for me. I don't beat my slaves.
I don't feed them either.
I do feed them. They can't work if they're
Oh,
underfed.
well, it was. Oh, listen, that food. I wouldn't call that feeding.
Listen, you know how why do we even have this conversation, all right? Let's just go do what we have to do. So you guys know what to do now? You guys all filled in? You want to ask any more questions? Ryan's saying he's not going to take any lives, okay?
I was hoping they were going to take that conversation a little differently, but it's fine.
I say we get in there and get after it.
All right.
I mean, it's like 80 amphions. Don't you guys know Fireball or something?
Hey, you just got to pack them all into a 20
I
foot.
mean, you gotta group them all up.
Well, one of you fucking group them together, and the other one just fucking do the damage, all right? Come on, we've been playing enough Lost Ark together. You guys should know how this fucking party shit works, okay?
That's it.
Basic party mechanics.
Yeah. Let's go. All right. So are you guys approaching stealthily once you get closer?
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, I'm an amphion, so I'm just kind of walking in, I think. Not like super obnoxiously, but like,
Are you discussing this plan with
Yeah.
anybody first?
Important distinction.
hey
Another
guys,
important
while you sneak around, I'm just gonna kind of say, see what I can find out.
Do you speak?
We do have to sneak past them, right?
So what we have to do, the entrance is a little bit further inside of that that oasis. There is basically it's a stairway leading up and then down into the monastery. I'm not. It looks like they're camped outside. It doesn't look like they're living inside of it, so we just have to, make sure we're not seen. Do we have to go directly through the middle of them? I don't think so.
Well, if I make a distraction, that'll help everybody.
It would definitely help us get to the first one, yeah. But then, the second one. Because once they know we're there, they'll all just come
Yeah,
running
but there
in,
should
right?
be a portal that connects one to the other. When you finish the first dungeon, you just start the second one.
There is a sort of portal called the doorway that opens up.
Yeah, see, exactly. That's kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, between
These are
chamber
called
1 and
doorways,
chamber 2.
they're-
We could definitely do that. You know what? You should definitely be a distraction. You should go off by yourself, 100%. That sounds like a great idea.
Mhm.
Merrick, I think we're going to need you with us.
No. You don't think he'll be better off? One going off distracting all of them by his little own lonesome?
Merrick, no. Look what we're doing here. We're going to need you with us.
No, come on. We don't. You think you need him? You guys are strong enough without him.
All right.
We've came this far. If we get trapped, I understand you can distract them, but if they come in on us and you're not with us, we could be in real trouble. And I've seen what you can do in tight situations. We need you. We need you with us.
You could just go off and die a
That's
heroic
true.
death. That would be cool, right?
I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me when you find out.
Just saying, the Otter brothers are really, really trying to vie for you to go off on your by as a distraction. They think it's a great idea. Tommy just looks uneasy about the suggestion.
Philo thinks it's a
Remember the
horrible
last
idea.
time
I
that
expressed that a little
we
bit
followed
earlier.
someone's? Remember the last time we followed someone's cockamamie scheme to go strengthen a seal for something? We didn't do our due diligence beforehand. Do you kind of feel like
do.
that at all to anyone?
Oh, are you talking out of
These guys are the
character?
real assholes.
Are you talking out of character?
Like these guys. No.
Okay, in character. I understand that, but so you're saying still that myself and Torque should go with them and be worse off by ourselves? Or do you think we just shouldn't follow the plan in general? Because if we all go, at least we're together to...
I kind of
everything
was
else.
explaining why I came around to your way of thinking this time, Philo. You reminded me that I shouldn't trust these two and that I need to be around in case I need to kill them instantly in a horrible, horrific manner.
I agree. I
And then
think
bring them back to life to kill again.
especially with how they're being, we've already agreed with their father that we're going to work together for this, and they're being very confrontational still. I don't know if it's because they got embarrassed about how bad we kicked their asses, but
I just
think
don't
that's
think
something
their-
they need to
their
get over.
Old man holds. I just don't think their old man's word holds a lot of weight. I guess he's not the prominent figurehead that he portrays himself as.
I guess not, since even they don't listen to him.
That's not for me to comment on. So let's just head in like we had planned.
Agreed.
All right, so you guys heading in?
If they have no comment on that.
Oh, he
whole
snapped his face
conversation.
when the moment Merrick was like, "I've come around to your way of thinking, Philo." Lefter snapped his finger and they started walking off. It's like, oh darn. Well, I tried.
Gotcha.
I can't wait to disembowel these two fuckers.
So, can everybody?
We lost Garrett.
Did we lose Garrett?
He's out of the. I mean, he's still in roll 20, but he's out of the blue jeans.
Maybe give him a minute. Since shit sounds like it's about to go down.
It may or may not. Who knows?
Actually, while we wait, can I take 2 minutes here? I'm gonna.
Yeah, I guess.
I need to.
He's like, I need to poop. It's always in like a suspenseful moment.
Always is. That's when your body's like, hey, it's poop time now.
It's poop time. Ooh, Garrett's
My
back.
call dropped.
That's all right. Ryan had to go poop.
All right, so after the two other guys walked off, Merrick whispered under his breath. Actually, he used a message, which is a secret message spell, like a cantrip. And he just says, "Hey, have you heard anything about otter meat by chance?" Basically, just an invisible message.
Yeah, is it a cantrip or whatever?
Oh. Yep.
Nice. So write down what you said and who you said it to, por favor. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, my bad. I think Merrick just has a slight hunger in his eye when he looks at the brothers now. Oh, relax, man. You're gonna ruin the flavor. If you're stressed, you gotta ease that out.
Do 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 do.
Do 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 do.
Yep.
So in Lost Ark, does Vern come after the Mechazoid city?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then Vern is once you can start getting into the end game shit. I'm in Yorn right now, which is 2 more past. Or 3. No, fuck, it's 3 more past
Alright.
Vern.
Dang.
It's Shoeshire, then Rowendell, then Yorn.
All right, I think I heard Ryan come back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yep. I forget where we were.
We just came to agreement, and we're moving forward.
Perfect. Okay. You guys are doing a stealthy approach? Because we're going to basically fast forward a little bit here until you guys are getting closer.
Yeah, let's do it. See how far we can get without getting caught.
Yeah, let's roll a party stealth check, please.
Let's
I'm a
go.
stealthy. I'm a stealthy frog though. I'm a frog ninja.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage because you're a frogman.
Frog Ninja.
Oh, okay.
Yo,
right.
Ryan, nice.
What is that bullshit?
Let's go. We walk right in the front door.
I like it.
You know, thank God these guys are so stealthy. I mean, those aren't bad rolls. Don't get me wrong, but like, they look bad. Like, it goes back to my stick statement before. You know, if Merrick rolled that first, that'd be a pretty straight stick.
Right.
Fucking Philo and Torque over here with the straighter sticks, and got yourself a bent little knobby over there. Still good, don't get me wrong. You can still roast a marshmallow with it. You can still use it as a crutch, but it's no straight stick anymore. I'm going to be stuck on this for days. I hope you guys know that. All right. So, because you guys got such good stealth checks, you guys are getting closer, and you guys see like the twins that you've been following before. They quickly like dart off to the side and like get into like some hiding nooks because you're following almost this sort of path that you can kind of tell that's been like formed. But then you realize that there is a patrol approaching on the path. They have not noticed you at all. You guys managed to easily stay. You could easily stay hidden if you want to let these guys walk past you. But it's two of them just idly chit-chatting with each other. They're just making these weird croaking noises back and forth. And they're just like walking around on a watch. They have two swords at their hip. Or no, not swords. They have two spears on their back. You know.
Two spears each.
One spear each. Two spears total. Two people. Two spears.
Got it. And they're definitely amphions.
Oh yeah.
And they're in our way.
They are patrolling along the path you guys had been following. You guys had easily seen them approaching and are hiding basically on like behind, in like the side of the path. You could ambush them if you wanted to. You could, hopefully they won't see you if they pass. But you definitely have the jump on them. They haven't noticed you. What you do next is up to you guys.
So I got an idea. I think what we should do is I think that we should try to sneak by them, and I'll create a little spider guy, and they'll be all perplexed by it and go up to it and maybe kind of wonder what it is. And if we must, I'll blow it up.
An explosion sounds like a lot of noise.
Right, only as a last resort. I think we try to sneak by them, and if they're start to look in our direction, we use the spider guy to distract them, and like only show them the spider guy if they're going to catch us as we're sneaking by, as a plan B.
So my plan was to use Yada, my Raven. Ravens have the mimic ability, so I was going to have him like heckle the guys to distract them, and then he can just poof out of existence back to my pocket dimension, and we're safe.
I love that. That's perfect. Let's do that.
All right, I come in Yada, and I send him to observe the guards and kind of like a 5-year-old, like repeat what they say, but snide.
So do you like wait? So they're a little bit ahead of you on the path. So where do you send them? Where do you send the raven? Do you like send him to try and chase them off some other direction, or
I think he's
is he in the sky?
on the other side. The guards are between us and him, so that when they're looking at him, their backs are turned to us, and then we're gonna just sneak past.
So
So I have to,
just
I don't have to follow. I'm just like distracting them so we can continue on.
throw
'Cause they're not like
just throw this out there. You could also have Yada, like, as we're trying to sneak by, be watching them, and if we happen to accidentally make a noise where they get their attention, have Yada kind of fly past them abrasively, so then they think the noise they heard was just a bird.
yeah, for sure. And he'll actively manage our escape so that he covers our tracks if needed.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. So you guys are just gonna try and sneak around first, or you're gonna have Yada distract first?
I think we try to sneak around, and if we need to, we'll have the auto distract.
I was thinking distract first, but we can do that too.
Because their guards,
Also-
the guards are still walking. They haven't stopped.
That's fair. Let's just go the distract route. I like, Garrett. Let's just do it.
So they're walking in the direction we want to go.
They're walking from the direction you want to go. They are in between you and where you want to go, and walking towards you guys.
Yeah, so I think Yada jumps out, or not jumps out, but like flies down, heckles them. They turn and look. We sneak past. They shoo off Yada or whatever. He flies away. They continue the opposite direction. They never look at us. Right? That's how I should be imagining that.
Yes, I like that. I just don't want him to like disappear in front of their
like
faces.
the way you phrased
it's gonna
it.
work perfectly.
Garrett, I like how your sureness went from "that's how it's gonna happen" to "that's how I think it should happen" to "hopefully that's how it's gonna happen." All within you didn't have to complete any of those
I just
sentences.
want to make sure the spatial orientation of objects is correct. Like
No, that does sound correct.
event.
Because I didn't quite get it either, but now I get it. And you guys ready?
Wicked. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, who's going? Are you going in groups? You going all at once? I'm gonna roll a perception for these guards with Yada distracting them.
I like it.
So I'm assuming we can't ride our stealth check.
That stealth check was to see if
Okay.
that one was actually to see if these guys were going to see you at all. So you guys fucking got the jump on them. That was fucking golden. Now it's to see if you're going to get past.
Yeah, I think we're good for that.
Gotta get higher than an 8, guys. Give me some
And
stealth
we're
checks.
doing a group stealth
Well, I
check
have
again.
a +7, so I hope so.
Oh boy.
Don't you like knowing how close you are to death sometimes?
Oh boy.
This is how that's going to happen. Actually, this is great. Philo and Merrick, you guys were like fucking easy as hell going through this. Torek, we often forget, has a peg leg.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, it comes down to you fucking slipping. You fell a little bit, but since Yada is so good at what he does, and is so aware as a bird, he managed to cover up your fall by a cackle.
Oh, perfect.
And you're not sure if he was cackling at you or not. And that one's going to stick with you. Because you know he saw it. It was too much of a coincidence for,
Damn.
Look at the fucking bird, man. Bird sees all. And by extension, Merrick, you know Torque fell. Yada was like, psst,
Oh yeah,
here's one for you, boss.
Yeah, I'm an old man, okay?
All right.
I guess when we get to our next stopping point, Merrick shows the clip to Philo with minor illusion. Like it's like a gift. hey, check this out. And it's just Torque falling on repeat.
And we have our first YouTube video, folks.
So one of the Otter brothers actually stops and looks and says, "You think you hear like a small laugh, but he like quickly stifles it and puts like a mad face on." Okay. So you guys managed to go ahead and get yourselves. Once you made it around this first patrol, you haven't actually seen too many people venturing further out and around. You think there are relatively few patrols out there. While there may be about 80 amphibians here, you see a group of 20 or so of them. Looks like they're doing drills out in this semi-flat area. It's still kind of squishy, but you see they're kind of out there in formation and stuff. And you guys actually see a clear shot to make it to the entrance for this the monastery. The Ottoman, they dip quickly, keep low, and just kind of go close to the ground. And you'd swear if you didn't already watch them, you would never, if you took your eyes off them, they'd be gone. But they're just go ahead and making a run for it, nice and low to the ground. Is that what you guys are doing too?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can everyone just give me a D20 luck roll, please? That's bad luck. That's also bad luck.
Oh,
That, however, is good luck. Who wants to roll for Tavi?
Garrett, you roll for Tommy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, better.
Okay.
I do have the lucky feet, so that makes sense that I should get luck rolls.
Fair.
So, as you guys follow the Otter Brothers into this small oasis, it rapidly changes from shitty swamp into this lush kind of grotto. There are a few things you guys do notice. There's a nice, beautiful old arch covered in. It does look to be covered in thick vines. There is There was a staircase going up, over, and then down into the ground. And that is where you guys know to be the entrance for the recall. Something, however, can somebody roll me? Philo, this will be fun. Philo, you roll me a perception check, please.
Oh, okay.
So,
Let's go.
all right, yeah, everyone else actually roll me one too. I want to see how you all perceive this. Okay. Cool. Oh, this is perfect. So Philo, under the arch, you see there's this weird. It looks like a bunch of mushrooms kind of growing, like just these white circular mushrooms, but they have a lot of like looks like moss growing on top of it. It's kind of weird, but you only kind of check it out from a distance unless you want to go investigate closer. Torek and Merrick, however, you guys know that to be a pile of skulls. Ancient. It's covered over in a little bit of moss. They look to be roughly mammalian.
I'm going to tell you right now from what we've experienced with mushrooms so far that Philo has no interest in getting closer to what she sees as mushrooms.
That's good. Maybe that's a gut reaction to something she's reacting to on a different level. I love it.
But seeing that, I don't think she would call anything out as far as seeing mushrooms goes.
Is it just skulls, or there's both skeletons?
Just skulls. Pile of skulls.
Was the bone golem that we fought before, was that all skulls, or is that all types of bones?
Oh, that was all bones. Actually, it was mostly not skulls. Because that proportion, I guess, a skull is just one bone, right? So it was an even mixture of all types of bones.
Fair.
There was a proportionally appropriate amount of skulls in there.
Do they look otter-like?
Yes.
Hey, you two know these guys?
They do not respond to you.
Hey, you two know these guys?
Do you shout?
Oh no.
Not. Fuck it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, fuck it. They're gonna stiff me. I'm gonna fucking.
Yeah, these two
Fuck
just
that
stare
girl.
daggers right at you. And then they start.
You should have said something.
Then they start running into the entrance, and then you hear guys off in the distance a horn blow like from the direction of the camp.
I mean, that's probably good.
And then you
Yeah?
just hear
It's not a
another
bad
horn
thing.
a little further off go.
Get it further than I thought we were gonna before the horn went off. So
Merrick,
All right.
what was that? And Philo runs after those two.
Yeah, I run in. Sit. Merrick, come
oh,
on!
Tor gets to do this stuff all the time. I want to throw a wrench in things for once.
And that is what we're going to end it on, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm.
That right there is the perfect ending scene. It's just going to freeze frame. And then, freeze frame, and then our theme music is going to play.
Everyone's running off, and Merrick just looks at the camera and shrugs, like, "Did I do that?"
Love it. Oh, man.